Welcome to Mindfulness, Introduction to Meditation, Part 5. I'm Rhonda Schaller, and this is the last segment in our Introduction to Meditation and Mindfulness, and I wanted to talk about compassion. Even in the techniques that don't particularly emphasize kindness or compassion that we've already introduced, such as choiceless awareness, concentration practices, mindfulness of breathing, but these qualities of kindness and compassion through resting and attending with acceptance to the present moment are inevitably being developed in meditation. Kindness and compassion are indeed skills we develop all the time through this practice of being aware. And it's not in the sense of forcing ourselves to feel or pretend to feel an emotion that's not there. Instead, as we learn to pay attention in a different way, with an open heart and an open mind, seeing the good within ourselves instead of fixating or ruminating on what we don't like about ourselves and projecting that onto others, or noticing what we usually choose to ignore because it's too difficult. As we practice concentration and mindfulness and begin to let go of these categories and assumptions as we relate to others and ourselves, we begin to create the conditions for kindness, acceptance, and compassion to flow naturally. It's this process of just like me, I begin to see that all beings want to be happy, and we practice really seeing each other, really hearing each other. And the research has shown that the benefits of compassion practice create great uplift and mood in people who practice it. And moment by moment, these gains just create a capacity in all of us to truly see each other as ourselves, without the assumptions, the biases, the categories that we place people in before we've even noticed we've done this. Kindness, happiness, being at ease, just like me, transforms our view of the world. And we're going to do a compassion practice, a self-compassion practice, at the end of this talk. So we've covered concentration, we've covered mindfulness, we began to talk about compassion, and all of these practices need to be sustained for the goodness of it, for the new neural circuitry, the new habits of mind to take root. And a sustained practice of meditation and mindfulness benefits not just how we deal with stress and anxiety, but over time, it really does change the way we engage in the world. So what has to happen? You need to make a commitment to pause. Every day, I would suggest, even if it's 1 minute, one mindful minute, pausing to give ourselves that space to center. So how are you going to pause? This is where that promise to ourselves come in, and there are many ways to create pause, to create regularity, community, and intentions to sustain a practice, because it's going to take all three things. So regularity, what does that mean for you? How can you promise yourself to pause? I would suggest you start slowly. I meditate twice a day, but I've been doing this quite a while. I didn't start out twice a day. Why don't you create a regular practice of once a week? Put it on your calendar. Create a community. Join a class. Set an intention. There are many ways to create a routine. Putting things on your calendar is something that helps me enormously. Setting a timer, joining a group, using an app. Make a promise. Mindfulness does not have to be only done as meditation. It's your daily life. So mindfulness and attention are linked. So paying attention in a particular way can be done while you are doing the dishes. Just do the dishes. As you find your mind wandering away, come back to the water, or come back to how you load the dishwasher if you have one. As you walk, going up the stairs, down the steps, pause and really connect to the feet as you're moving them. Walking to class, walking to the subway, walking to your car, driving, making art, cooking dinner, all can be a mindfulness practice. Meditation, as we've said, can be formal. I'm going to pause and make space at least once a week to take 1 minute up to 20 minutes for purposeful pausing. That can be a practice, and I've recorded a few for you that I can do every week, and then maybe twice a week, maybe 3 times. You're going to allow yourself a regularity to begin to create a practice that you know you can sustain. You know, it's like at New Year's when we set a resolution and then we don't keep them. I'm not asking you to set a New Year's resolution. I'm asking you to set a goal for yourself of pausing in a way that you know you can keep. So my suggestion is once a week, putting it on your calendar and then setting a timer, listening to a guided meditation, and then perhaps journaling about how that feels. Because as we begin to notice this uplift, this greater focus, it reinforces these habits. You know, eventually do 10 minutes a day. The research shows 10 minutes a day for a month will change your life. So we've recorded a variety of practices for you in these modules. Put it on your calendar so you can do them, and you're going to see great benefits. I promise you, over time in my programs, I see people's moods unquestionably brighten. They start to feel differently about themselves. They begin to track what's really profound for them. So just to review just a little bit, concentration, mindfulness of breathing, can create greater clarity and focus. Mindfulness, choiceless awareness, washing dishes, making art, we've done a few mindfulness practices here in this module, creates greater equanimity and repose, creativity and calm. And then compassion practice, which we're about to do, creates greater kindness and uplift. And something else that you can do, I mentioned briefly this idea of setting goals. Setting an intention for meditation, setting an intention for creating mindful awareness, setting an intention for increasing your compassion is like creating a goal in your life. Setting goals are really important for meditation practice, mindfulness, and compassion. Because the research has shown if I set a goal and I write it down, I am a lot likely to reach that goal. If I haven't written it down, maybe not so much. So what I'd like you to do now is take a piece of paper or grab your phone, and I'd like you to set an intention for your meditation practice. Think of it like a goal, and I'm going to walk you through how to do it. So take a moment, and you can do this with your eyes open or your eyes closed. Begin to breathe and just feel the body. Connect to your feet, your legs, how it feels to sit in your chair, feel your hips, your tailbone, sense your spine straight and upright. And breathe. Relax your shoulders. You might raise them up and then lower them. Just allowing the body to center and relax, this awareness in the belly as you're breathing. And just sense the entirety of your body. Feeling the breath moving in and out. And then I'd like you to listen deeply to the heart. You're going to notice thoughts rising. That's natural. Notice them, let them go, and just listen to the heart deeper still. What feels the most compelling within you that's true? What goal would you like to set for your meditation practice, for becoming more mindful and compassionate? Don't analyze the goal, just allow an intention to form. And just listen to the body, listen to your whole being. Just set this intention, set this goal. Just allow yourself to be present in this moment with this intention. It might be strong, it might be a little amorphous. Just allow yourself to repeat this goal to yourself. My goal in learning and sustaining my meditation, mindfulness, compassion practice in this life, in this moment is. And feel this intention fill your entire heart, your mind, the mind stream, the heart-mind. as best as you can, hold it clearly. My intention for this practice, for sustaining a practice is. My goal for my practice is. And just repeat it. Anchor it in your mind and body. And then once it feels clear and stable, as clear as it can be in this moment, let it go. And just breathe into the body. Let your awareness envelop you. This intention to guide you. It's not a goal to fixate on and hold tightly to. It's simply a direction that we're going to incline our hearts and minds to follow. And then just breathe. We're going to take 3 breaths together, breathing on purpose, with focus and intention, just accepting who we are in this moment. 3 more breaths. Lovely. Thank you. And thank yourself for having the courage to move through this resilience, wellness, and well-being module on mindfulness and learning to meditate. For more information and additional modules, workshops, and trainings that we're developing, feel free to reach out. We have a few Pratt Commons websites you can visit, Mindful Pratt, Wellbeing, and the Meditation Incubator, and you can shoot me an email at any time. Take care. Be well.